Let's go ahead and wax one of my regulars. We're going to cleanse the area first, and then I always apply a little bit of an oil just to help moisturize the skin so it's less painful for the client. This is a regular of mine, so we're going to do one big strip going the same direction. This client actually has like a colic on their underarm, so it does go in multiple directions. But this is the easiest way for me to wax her to get most of it all up in one strip. Make sure your edges are thick so that you don't have any wax residue. We're going to go ahead and pull the skin taut after we make sure it's dry, and then just pull it up nice and quick. Always apply pressure. So you can see that got the majority of the hair. Now we're going to do some cleanup going in the opposite direction. Always making sure the edges are nice and thick so that the strip comes up all at the same time, nice and even. Sometimes you need to reinforce your strip, just spreading the wax nice and even and just making sure it's a good thickness. Then once again, make sure it's dry. Then we're going to pull in the opposite direction and then pull the strip. Always apply that pressure. You can see when I push the skin taut, I use the back of my hand just to make sure I'm not being inappropriate. Then I'm cleaning the skin, applying some oil to help moisturize the skin and reduce any irritation. This also helps get up any wax residue or anything as well. So this is going to be a little bit of a cleanup strip. You can see it's not super thick. The hairs that are still left are thinner, so we're going to apply a thin strip. Although I didn't do the best job at making sure my edges were thick on this one. Still applying pressure, but not as much as needed. Then just once again cleansing the area to make sure I get all the wax off of this client. Then lastly, we're going to go in with our tweezers and get any hairs that were left behind. Once in a while, there'll be some hairs that are just too stubborn or have broken off. Those you're going to let grow out so that they can come up nice and even on the next wax. But it just depends on the client's hair, how many times they've been waxed, and if they're exfoliating and moisturizing.